Welcome to the Sports Drink Club. I'm your host, Patrick Melton, along with my co host, Keenan Duke, and we are here on a Tuesday, 2 days before 4th of July.
Going up on a Tuesday.
I know. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing? Finally, I got my last day of work was today, and I'm off for the rest of the week, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your last day at work was today. I finally quit my job.
Oh, no.
My last day of work was today. I got fired. Wow.
I am
Okay.
currently unemployed. No, I am definitely not unemployed. I actually haven't, I'm like not unemployed at all. Like I actually been working on like 2 different shows kind of right now. So it's been like
Okay.
really busy.
Well, fill us in, sir.
Oh, well, they just have us like because I work in our accounting department for Access, and so like they have us helping out with. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this on air.
Oh, you can
Whatever.
say it,
Who cares?
whatever, man. This is
Who
our
cares?
podcast, man. I don't
Yeah,
give a damn what they say.
Who? It's not like they're gonna find out, but
next episode, you really are fired.
Yeah, exactly. No, but they got us helping out with the start of getting Kelly Clarkson show up and running. So
Okay.
yeah, today was like crazy busy, just like with all that stuff. So
Giving us a little sneak preview right now. Well, I just want to let y'all know right now, Argentina is actually playing Brazil right now. I have my Argentina kit on. I'm going for Argentina tonight.
Okay.
They are a big underdog against Brazil in the Copa America Cup. But before we start getting in all of that,
Yes.
we do have 4th of July coming up here in a couple days. And this is a huge holiday for a lot of Americans, obviously, because we're all off and we don't have to work.
Yep.
That's really the main thing. And this year, 4th of July falls on a Thursday. So a little 2-day weekend. I'm assuming that you're not going to go to work on Friday.
No, I told you I'm off for the rest of the week.
Okay. All right. Well, my bad for not listening the first time. Okay. And for everybody else who is off for the rest of the week, I hope that you have a great, safe 4th of July. All of our veterans, all of our active military, thank you so much for protecting us and keeping our, country safe. But we want to dive into some great 4th of July foods, man.
Foods.
What do you like?
Barbecue. Anything that's grilled.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. I don't know why the first thing that came to my mind when you're like, "What do you like?" I don't know why the first thing that came to mind was corn, grilled corn.
We got some listeners out there who love corn.
If Greg Rideau's listening, he loves corn. I've never seen anybody eat more corn than Greg Rideau.
Hey, bro, there's another cat out there who loves corn too. His name is Bombay. We're just gonna call him by the name of Bombay. He knows who he is. Bombay loves him some corn.
Loves him some maize.
I'm being really serious, man. It was around that time, man, where he came out to visit us and out in California, and he had a little cookout, man. And that's when I first discovered that man loves him some corn. So,
hey, man, corn's good. So I ain't gonna have. But that was the first thing that came to my mind was like some corn. I would like some like I don't know if there was like some brisket. I don't know why that would sound like really good.
Yeah,
for 4th of July, you know what I mean?
4th of July
like
barbecue definitely is good.
I would love a hamburger. I haven't had a hamburger in a hot minute, so that would be good.
Well, I think I'm pretty standard when it comes to mine, like bratwurst, 100% all beef frank American hot dogs. Pork ribs, okay, watermelon.
I actually bought watermelon like 2 days ago at the store. You know those little tiny watermelons? I bought 2 of them. Yeah. I don't know why, but it was like 2 for $4. I was like, why not?
I feel like that's pretty standard, like when it comes to 4th of July. Like, if you don't have watermelon, bro, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Not living your best life.
Exactly. Ice cold burrs, sweet teas, lemonades. That all seems, like
I might have to run by this one joint and get some sweet tea. This Texas joint and see if they got some sweet tea. I heard.
Are you talking? Is it literally called Texas Barbecue? I feel like I've seen this place before out in Hollywood before.
No, it's this new place. I don't know if it's called AJ's. It's like a friend of mine, like her cousin. Her cousin like started it, like he owns it, whatever. Like,
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's like literally like 10 minutes away from me. It's
Okay,
like just down the street.
And coleslaw. I feel like nice, cold, creamy slaw on a 4th of July just is very standard. Baked beans.
Yeah, baked beans. I'm not the biggest coleslaw fan, but I can appreciate like bringing the change of pace with it being cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
now
yeah, beans sounds good.
What about a pickle spear? Like pickles?
I don't like pickles either. So
what?
Yeah, that. No, I don't like pickles.
That's really okay. All these years I've known you, I felt like you like pickles, man.
I've never eaten a pickle before. You've never seen me eat a pickle.
Interesting.
Yeah, nah.
You don't even put them like on your sandwiches or anything like that, like.
Although I guess I can't say that because there have been times where like I'll have a sandwich and it'll be on there and I don't really know and I'll just eat it and I don't feel like taking it off, so I'll just like eat it anyway.
That's
and it's
really
just like
interesting.
Hopefully, like if the taste is covered up, but like how some people like eat raw pickles. Like, exactly. I can't do that. Like I can't do that.
Hey man, I have no problem whatsoever eating raw pickles at all.
I know I've seen you do it before.
Now what about potato salad? I feel like that's pretty standard for 4th of July.
I'll eat potato salad, yeah.
Okay. Well, we need to have a small tournament. Okay.
You love making up these like food tournaments.
I know. But now since we're on Instagram and we've got a platform to do it, we're gonna do it tonight. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna do it tonight?
Leading up all the way to 4th of July. We're gonna have a 2-day knockout tournament. Okay. What is your favorite 4th of July food? What is going to be at the top? Is it going to be potato salad? Is it going to be chicken, corn? Is it going to be hot dogs? What is it going to be?
All right. So what you got to do? You got to pose the question on our Instagram story. Right. You got to see how many people reply. You got to gather up what the replies are, see how many they are, and then like put it into a bracket. Like, all right, so we got these 4. These were like the top 4. Go like
we're gonna take the top 8 and put a poll together. So basically poll tonight, poll tomorrow, and poll for the final one on what's it called?
On the 4th?
On the 4th.
Well, you got to do it quick. Anyway, no, you just got to get the replies. You got to see how many people apply, get the replies, and then we go from there.
Exactly. And by the way, live right now, Argentina is down.
Already?
1-0.
Oh, that was quick. What minute?
It looks like it's almost like the 18th or 20th minute, somewhere in there. I'm not too sure.
I score probably like within the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
There you go. Off to the races.
Not looking good. Not looking good right now. But a lot of time left. And we'll see what Argentina is going to do. But what we're going to do is, Keenan, we're going to hop into what we saw today as the women in the World Cup, our United States women in the World Cup, have absolutely blown through everybody. I mean, now I'm not saying that they haven't been challenged at all, which they have, but they are going through everybody right now. And
it does seem like they're like kind of walking through everybody with relative ease. Like even France, not the biggest challenge. I felt like I feel like they had that game in hand. Today, I actually for like the first time didn't really get a chance to watch like most of the game. Like I missed like basically the entire second half of the game, which I was pretty upset about. But like they've kind of walked through it, and I honestly don't see anyone stopping them. Like if France and if England couldn't stop them, I don't see the Netherlands or Sweden.
What was your biggest take on from what you saw like on in the first half and how we looked? I felt like, okay, first off, crazy stat for everybody to know. We have literally scored within the first 15 minutes in every game. Okay.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
Every game.
That's crazy.
Of this World Cup. So anybody who's a big prop bet guy, who likes to bet on who's going to score within the first however many minutes. You have been making your money, sir,
Yeah,
over
put your
and
money on the
over
US.
and over, like for real. But I guess my biggest take today was our top goal scorer was out with a hammy today, and so um,
Was that the reason why she was out?
yes, that
Oh,
that
I thought they put Kristen Press in, like, just for, like, tactical reasons. Because I
no,
didn't know that. I still think that was probably the better move anyway. Like, because initially I thought it was for a technical reason. I didn't know that, uh, Megan Rapinoe was out with a hammy injury, although I guess I should have known that there was something wrong because she, like, wasn't even warming up.
yeah, she was out with a hammy, like she couldn't even like walk, bro, and
Dang,
yeah,
that's crazy.
it was pretty bad. But
But I think obviously it worked out in their favor anyway because Kristen Press scored the first goal.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, talk about just a great, first half period. I mean, it was back and forth. There was a lot of
Mhm.
drama.
Yeah.
I felt like our women got tested just early because I don't think there's really been anybody who's just responded that quick as
Yeah.
far as just a goal,
Uh-huh.
right after hours and just
Yeah.
kind of putting us on our heels just a bit. But
Yeah.
we responded really well, end up
Yeah.
coming back and winning that game. And that was such a great game.
But like from what I understand, because like, okay, so I'm gonna just say these few things, but like, so number one, the reason why I did think that playing Kristen Press over Megan Rapinoe was probably the better choice either way, was just
Mhm.
because the way like Kristen Press is like fast and she's really quick. She's like very decisive with the ball. Like if you watch her play, like she to me, she's actually one of their better players, and but she
Right.
just isn't starting because she's behind Megan Rapinoe, who credit to her, she's very great. But I don't know, like I just kind of like the pace that Kristen Press has, and then on top of that, the way because she plays on the left side, like she's like the left winger basically. And for England, you got Lucy Bronze, who's their right back, who she pushes up a lot. Like she pushes up the field, basically vacating her area as a right back.
Exactly.
And so that area is left open and exposed. Like their England's back line basically has to form into like a three man or three woman defense
Right.
to cover for Lucy Bronze whenever she starts to attack because she likes to assist and like get into the attacking game as well. So like that was a reason why I thought they would have started Kristen Press anyway, just because she can kind of expose England because of that one factor. So and it
Right.
seemed like it actually came into play whenever Kristen
Well, and
Press actually did score.
Rapinoe's a lot older than Press. Not to say that
Mhm.
age is a factor or anything, but
Yeah.
when it comes to them legs,
But that's what
as
I
we
mean. Like
know.
on the counter attack, if Lucy Bronze pushes up like she tends to do, then
Mhm.
on the counter attack, you have the legs of Kristen Press to basically expose that, whereas Megan Rapinoe just wouldn't be able to do it to the degree that Kristen can. So
Exactly.
I thought tactically that it was probably a smarter move anyway. So it might have worked out in the US's favor actually that Megan Rapinoe was hurt. To be honest,
Absolutely. And the thing is that there is no timetable of when Rapinoe is going to be back. So as we wait for the winner of Netherlands and Sweden, we get a chance to rest. We get a chance to get our legs under us and go back for I believe this is a third straight World Cup title. Is that correct?
no,
Is
I
that
don't.
third straight or third?
It might be. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, it might be a third straight. Because I'm thinking, I want to say, when did Japan win? But was that the Olympics or the World Cup?
I feel like that was the Olympics, man.
Okay. Yeah, I get the Olympics and the World Cup confused with the women's because it's like equally important.
One hundred
Whereas like for
percent.
like the men's, it's just the World Cup. No one really pays attention to the men's
You mean
Olympics.
it's just the Olympics?
Yeah.
Well,
It might
I,
be a third straight for them.
I feel like it is.
Okay.
We're
That'd
gonna
be
do a
dope.
little research right now. We're gonna do a little research right now. So 2015, I believe the US won.
Okay.
And in 2011, uh Japan won.
Okay, so yeah, they
Okay.
did win. That's what, yeah.
So it wasn't three. It wasn't three in a row. We're seeking.
It'll be 4 out of 3.
We're
3 out
seeking
of
our
4.
fourth title. Yeah, we're seeking our fourth title here.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I couldn't remember if Japan. I knew Japan won. I couldn't remember if it was Olympics, but I thought it was the World Cup, so it was the World Cup.
Exactly. So we're
Okay,
looking
cool.
for our fourth. Yeah, we're looking for our fourth title, not
Yeah,
third straight.
yeah,
Sorry for the fake news out there, guys, but
yeah, because
we are.
Japan won that year when they had that horrible earthquake, tsunami thing, and all of that crap happened. So it was kind of
Mhm,
nice for them to win that year. Yeah, I remember
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's cool that the U.S. is going after their 4th World Cup.
fourth, baby. So I'm excited, man. A lot of great soccer on just for the whole week. As
Hmm.
our US men are trying to get to the Gold Cup finals. They play Jamaica tomorrow night. Definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. Mexico plays Haiti tonight
I feel
to
like
get to the
Haiti's
Gold
gonna
Cup
get
final.
walked.
Oh man.
Haiti's. I feel like Haiti's gonna get walked through.
You mean like
I'm sorry.
like Thailand opening game type walkthrough?
Nah, no one's getting Thailand. Uh,
This fool said Thailand.
Thailanded? I don't know. No one's gonna work like that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know, right?
but Mexico, I think they had that battle last game, and so I think they'll probably just come out and try and take care of business like they should against Haiti. And then
Absolutely.
tomorrow's matchup with the U.S. and Jamaica should be good because Jamaica, if they win, that'll be their 3rd straight time going to the Gold Cup final.
Absolutely. So we're definitely
And
looking
they got
forward to seeing that one. But who is your prediction for Netherlands and Sweden for the Women's World Cup tomorrow to go to the final?
I'm gonna go with the Netherlands.
I think I
I
like the
think
Netherlands too.
the Netherlands. Yeah, I just think they have a better team. Not to take anything at all away from Sweden, because clearly they've proved everyone wrong. I don't think anyone expected them to kind
Hmm.
of do as well as they've done so far. Um, but I still think that the Netherlands are just a tad bit too much for them. So I'd expect them to win. And I think they'd probably pose a better matchup against the US than Sweden would. So I'm hoping that the Netherlands win and then can give the US a
Yeah,
run for their
they're
money, at least make it
definitely
a good
a very
good
young,
match, you
a
know what I
young
mean?
and popping squad, man. And I don't know what's going on in the Netherlands right now. I don't know what's
Hmm.
in their water, but they are coming out with a lot of good footballers, whether it be men or women. So it's going to be interesting to
Yeah,
see
man.
for the next.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see for the next few years how the Netherlands is going to shape up when it comes to
Yeah.
football.
I think they're gonna do great because, like you said, like they've got a lot of up and coming talent, and they've been really reshaping the way they play and build their players there. And I think it's starting to show because for a minute there, they kind of were disappointing and were underachieving, especially for the country with that sort of soccer history. You know what I mean? So to see them kind of getting back to the way that you would expect, the Netherlands as a country with soccer to be playing,
Mhm.
it's kind of nice to see.
Absolutely. So, as everyone knows that we've been touching base on all World Cups in all sports right now, kind of giving people a different flavor of some different sports that's going on in the world right now. The
Hmm.
ICC Cricket World Cup that's going on right now. India is officially in and on to the
Final four.
onto the top four at this moment in time. So we are looking forward to seeing who the fourth slot is going to be, whether it be England, whether it be
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
I think it's basically between them right now.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now, man. It's going to be really interesting to see how this shapes up. But if you're going to ask me who's going to win it all, not gonna
Oh,
lie to
man.
you, man.
Who you got?
It's hard to go against Australia, man.
Oh, you going with Australia?
And I don't even really like them like that, man. They're
I
just
was
strong.
like, after you told me the other day about how much trash talking they be doing, and just kind of like their history with
S
racism,
with
I kind
sledging.
of Yeah, what'd you call it again? What's it called?
Sledging. Basically,
Sledging.
yeah, basically crap talking. Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, nah, I kind of don't want Australia to win now, but no offense to my friend, our buddy down under Daniel Kelly. That's our man.
Hmm.
But nah, I really hope India wins. That's the squad that I'm going for. I love like everybody on that team.
I really
That
like
team
India
so
too.
much fun.
I really like India too.
Yeah, you got Sharma, you got Rohit. I love that guy.
MS Dhoni.
MS Dhoni.
Bro, they go hard, bro. They definitely go hard. But we're definitely gonna see England versus New Zealand tomorrow. I'm gonna go with England.
Oh, you are.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be. That's actually not a bad. That's not a bad goal because I think New Zealand's they've been struggling these last few matches. So I wouldn't be surprised if England, because England's kind of got back on the horse and been playing the way that you would expect them to play coming into the tournament. So and yeah, their batsmen have been really cranking it up lately. So yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go England as well. Which is
Okay.
funny because I'll probably have them on when I go to sleep because that's how I've been doing it. I've been going to sleep with the match on, and then I'll wake up like one team starts batting,
Right.
obviously when the match starts. So I'll go to bed with one team batting, and then I'll wake up with the
Right.
other team
I
batting.
hear you on that, man. And the thing is, man, if you are not into cricket, that's totally okay. Um, but just check out the
Yes.
highlights, man. Just see, kind of see what the sport is like, kind of see how crazy it is. Because, not gonna lie to
Yeah.
you guys, it is probably the second highest viewed sport in the world. With one particular matchup that happened this year, with India versus Pakistan, it being probably the most viewed sporting event of the year. Okay.
Mhm.
And I can attest, I mean, I don't think that there's going to be a bigger sporting event that's viewed at one time than that particular matchup. So um, it's crazy. Even if it's not your cup of tea, which Alex
Yeah.
Morgan definitely did that today.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I saw that. That was actually pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Actually, like I dug that celebration. That was dope.
Even if it's not your cup of tea, I do recommend that you just take a look at it, man, and just kind of see how crazy these fans are, man. It's really
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
the fandom for a sport that's not really very popular in America, and to see it like in the world, like for different countries and what it means to them in the world. I mean, it's nuts.
Mhm. Do you remember that AJ post that I sent you from AJ Plus on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah, it said so, and I'll read it to everybody. The 2019 Men's Cricket World Cup is smashing viewing records. So the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup is currently underway and is expected to break previously held digital and TV records, thereby becoming one of the world's biggest sporting events. According to the International Cricket Council, the ICC, the tournament has garnered over 1 billion views across its different online platforms. The biggest draw was the highly anticipated match between cricket rivals India and Pakistan, which saw some 120 million views on the ICC's digital platforms.
Wow.
It's insane.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
That's just online.
That's like 6 Super Bowls, man.
I
That's
know.
like a lot of views, man.
It is. So yeah, everyone check out just the cricket highlights just to get a little taste of it. It'll be fun, you know. You don't have to watch all of it, but just to get a little sense of what we're talking about here.
Absolutely, man. So, I've got another thing I wanna talk to you about. This side note, did you hear about the news about Lil Nas X?
Yeah, I heard it.
Are you surprised?
I mean, not totally. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really care. I mean,
I neither did I. I mean, for anybody who doesn't know, Lil Nas X, I got the horses in the back. Y'all know that that's my song, and I'm gonna keep that same energy because I really do like that song, man. But
did you see that video of that little kid who was watching the performance at one of the award shows? And he like had a cowboy hat and he had like cowboy boots on and he had like a little tiny guitar and he's just like in front of the TV, just like going to town, like singing along with the song. And his mom's recording, just like trying not to laugh. But he's just like, I got the horses in my back. He's just like really going at it.
got the horses in the back, boy.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's hilarious.
Well, Nas X came out and said that he came out of the closet basically on the last day of Pride Day, um,
Mhm.
and announced that he's gay. Um, Obviously, I think that's a huge deal because I mean I don't know how many rappers are out there that just say that they're openly gay or artists. I mean,
Yeah.
not artists per se, but just rappers. And
Yeah.
for him to smash all of these records, that he's got right now just off of one single, and for him to come out like that, I think it shows just kind of the progression of like where we're going in the world now. Whether
Mhm.
you care or not, or whatever your views are, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're just here to talk about our boy Lil Nas X making waves yet again.
Yeah. No, I mean, good for him. Whatever. I mean, obviously, you don't want people to keep that stuff a secret if, it's basically them hiding themselves from the world. So that's cool that he actually came out um, and let everybody know. So
Absolutely.
everyone's like wondering or whatever, and like maybe it'll he'll be able to play into that a little bit more, like with his music. So and that not have to like necessarily like try and hide anything or like pretend like he's something other than he's not. So
Right, right. And for all those people out there, man, who, may not agree with whatever it is that y'all keep that same energy when that song comes on. If you liked it before, you better like it now. That's all I
yeah,
got to say.
for sure. That's yeah. There's no reason you should not like his music if you liked it before that news.
Yeah, if you liked it before, you need to like it now. So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear none of that on the internet. Y'all better not be. Hey, I'm an internet troll. Y'all better not. Hey, I'm gonna find you. Um, NBA free agents frenzy is going down. This had to be the most dramatic NBA offseason I've ever seen, especially with how the NBA season ended with the Toronto Raptors winning their first title and bringing it back to the six. Um, what do you think about what the heck is going on as Klay Thompson re-signed with the Warriors?
Mhm.
KD left,
Yep.
Kyrie left too. They went to the Nets.
Yep.
Kimba is with the Celtics. What the heck is going on? Um,
I think
First thing is first. Let's talk about KD and Kyrie, man. What
yeah.
do you think?
I think the Nets might have just became one of the teams to beat. And that's what I think.
Absolutely.
Honestly, like I think that team just got super dangerous. Like people who are Nets fans, they are so happy. Like this is probably the
Absolutely.
best news that they've received in how many years? Like
Man, I mean, since they went to the finals back in the day with Jason Kidd, and I
mhm.
mean, they hadn't heard news like this since Jason Kidd, Jason Kidd and Keith Van Horn and
Yeah, no,
Marcus Camby and all
I
them
think
dudes.
but I think it's a good move for KD. It's kind of nice that he was able to kind of step away, like go to Golden State, win there, and then on top of that, everyone's saying that Golden State doesn't need him, and then they lose without him, and then he's like, "All right, I'm out." Not to say that that was a reason for him leaving by any means, but like the fact that now Golden State is kind of like without a star player that they had and relied on, and was actually very good for them to have,
Right.
and it contributed to them winning. So now KD kind of gets to go to his, I think, for the first time, maybe have his own team. You know what I mean? Even though Kyrie's there, I think I kind of have a hard time seeing that anyone views Kyrie as like the leader of the team, especially when he kind of had his own team in Boston and didn't really do anything with it.
Exactly.
So I think no matter what, Kyrie's always going to be kind of seen as basically the Robin to whoever else is there.
Right.
So now Kevin can kind of finally play Batman, for the Nets and lead
Exactly.
that team. So I think that's pretty cool that he's got that opportunity, and we're going to see what he's able to do with it, barring any like, sort of a setback with his injury.
Well, now, like, you just get to see friends play with friends. I mean, they've been
Mhm.
friends for a really long time. They want to play with each other. That's cool. The Nets are excited, and the Knicks are left with absolutely nothing.
The Knicks fans are just so bummed out. They're like,
Bro, the Knicks
we
fans,
couldn't get anybody.
they couldn't sign any free agents. They couldn't draft Zion. They got KD going to the Nets. They got Kyrie going to the Nets. They are officially and still the worst team in New York. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
talking
like,
about all sports. Y'all are the
yeah,
worst
like,
team in New York, man.
it's bad when you're not even as good as the Mets or the Jets.
It's horrible, man. Nobody is excited about the Knicks, man. And this is
No.
supposed to be the basketball mecca of the world. I
Uh-huh.
mean, they're worth over several, whatever, how many billions they're worth. One of the most popular franchises, in the world. And y'all can't get one person out of free agency to come to your team. That absolutely sucks. James Dolan, I don't know what the heck that guy is doing. He's the owner of the Knicks. He needs to figure it out. And at the end of the day, man, that's on him, man. That's on him.
Yeah.
I don't know why you have
But
a
is it 'cause
plethora of money. I mean, they have a plethora of money, man, and they couldn't sign anybody.
But I mean, but I think he got off to the wrong foot, like just being unlucky with that lottery, man. Like,
True.
like he got no control over that. And I think maybe if they're able to get Zion, maybe, just maybe, that might entice some other players to be like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go to the Knicks, play with Zion, see if we can do our thing a little bit. But the fact that you couldn't even get Zion, it's like, nah.
They're cursed, man. They're
I'm a
cursed.
pass on the Knicks.
And we're definitely going to have to pull up our boy Stephen A again because he had another rant. Okay.
Oh, boy.
We're going to have to bring him up next episode, man. He had another rant, and it was better than the last one. I'm going to tell you that right now. Oh, absolutely. He is sick. Stephen A. Smith is sick right now, and he is ashamed to be a New York Knicks fan. I'm going to tell you that right now. While the Nets got KD, D'Angelo Russell came from the Nets to the Warriors. So, even though KD's not going to be playing until 2020 because of that Achilles injury, immediately D'Angelo Russell gets to step in right now for Klay Thompson, who's pretty much going to be out all next season as well with the ACL injury. But that's a great pickup for the Warriors because it gives them, another tool in the tool shed to use, another prolific scorer. I mean, he's a good scorer. I mean, I'm not going to say he's KD level, but
or Klay Thompson level, but he's still.
I mean, he's more than serviceable. Yeah, he's definitely a good, player, a guy who just made his first All-Star team this year, and led their team to the playoffs. Actually, as a matter of fact, so the Brooklyn Nets, man, watch out. They could be something nice.
To say, do you think
Lonzo Ball? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you think the East is actually now the toughest conference? Because I kind of feel like it might be now, with all the people who've gone.
I think it's got the most. I think it's the most wide open. To be honest, like I think it's the most wide open because you've got the Celtics who got Kemba Walker, Enes Kanter. They got rid of Al Horford. They're actually kind of retooled now, okay, with some of the other players that they've already got there right now with Tatum and who's our boy? Who is that white boy?
I have no idea. So
we could cut this part out, but as soon as I think of his name,
just look him up real quick.
Hold on, real quick. I can't believe I can't think of this cat's name, bro.
White boy at the at
Gordon Hayward. Okay, I'm just gonna start from.
We got our boy Gordon Hayward.
So we got our boy Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, who I mentioned a little bit ago, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. They're gonna be doing some things, man, this year. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the Celtics are going to do. Just remember, the Celtics are less than 3 years. Literally, they're 3 years removed, okay, from making the conference finals. Okay, maybe a couple years removed making the conference finals. So who knows, man? who knows how it's going to play out. The Philadelphia 76ers have retooled, grabbing, kind of re-signing to Tobias Harris, letting go of Jimmy Butler while he went down to the Heat.
Yep.
And the Heat letting go of Hassan Whiteside and going to Portland. Man, it's a lot going on right now.
A lot being shaken up right now. Like there's a lot of movement in the NBA. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is, man.
Like a lot of teams are just like retooling, restocking, just like reshuffling and just like mixing it up.
Absolutely.
Like I feel like I haven't seen NBA teams get like this mixed up in a long time.
I haven't seen it like this in a really long time, man.
I felt like a little bit last year, but this year's like just amped it up even more.
Absolutely. I don't think that I've ever seen anything like this before. And I know that there's a couple other notable people that we're going to end up missing out, but we, just for time constraint purposes, we're going to get right to it. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram are down with the Pelicans. JJ Redick signed a 2-year deal with the Pelicans. So with them, Zion.
JJ Redick went down there too?
JJ Redick down there, man. Everybody down with the New Orleans, man.
New Orleans might, dare I say, New Orleans actually remembers that they have a basketball team now.
Yeah, man, they're definitely going to be excited. And as of right now, Zion Williamson jersey is the top selling jersey in the NBA right now, and he has not stepped foot on an NBA basketball court. Zion Williamson is the most hyped player since. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. LeBron James. Yeah. Most hype player since LeBron James, bro. Y'all know what time it is.
You know what would be the absolute devastating and just like a disaster is if Zion's shoe just blew out on him again like the first.
Come on, man. Why you want to do that, man? Come on, leave that man alone, bro.
Can you imagine if that happened like first 60 seconds into the game?
I just want to know what shoe company did he sign with?
I don't know. You think he went back to Nike? You think Nike brought him in was just like, we are so sorry, Zion. Like, I promise that will never, ever happen again. Please sign with us. Like, we will give you your own shoe. Like, let us know what you want to do. Do you want to do an in-between of like Michael Jordan, Shaq? Like, what you want your pose to be?
Well, apparently, man, Zion Williamson, the latest report, rocks a Nike shoe at a LA workout. So
okay,
it could be a done deal. Who knows?
Okay, looks like Nike got him.
We don't know yet, but if it were my guess, man, he's probably going to go with Nike.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, but at the end of the day, we're still trying to figure out where Kawhi Leonard is going to go. He said that his last meeting is going to be with the Raptors. I think the Clippers are out. LA Lakers are still in. Raptors are still in. I don't
want him to go to the Lakers.
I don't want that. I don't want that either.
I want him to stay with the Raptors.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see that, dude.
I don't. I think that would be the worst thing ever. I won't say ever, but I really don't want to see that. I mean, I'd much prefer to see him stay in Toronto and play and see how well they can do again this year.
Would it be just as bad as like when KD went to the Warriors? Like, would it be that sort of level of like, great? Well, we already know who's going to win the championship this year.
I wouldn't even say like great. We already know who's going to win the championship because I don't feel like it kind of carries that same sort of weight. But at the same time, I just feel, I don't know, like that move actually feels like a little bit more just like gross to me than like KD going, because I didn't mind KD going to the Golden State Warriors, but I feel like just Kawhi going to the Lakers with AD and LeBron, like I don't know, it just feels like that.
It feels like a real all-star team. Like that feels like an unstoppable force.
Maybe it just feels weird to me, and maybe because like all of them are like these three huge guys. It just feels off to where it's like not even like a smaller guy to kind of like run the stuff. But I don't know. I really just want him to stay in Toronto.
Absolutely. I do. I want him to stay in Toronto too. After what he did for that city, they deserve someone to be there. You know what I'm saying? They deserve someone, to be the face of their franchise. That would suck if he leaves. You
Yeah.
know, just to give them just such a hype, for that year.
And then for
Um,
him to leave the following year, like, I don't know, I feel like that leaves with, like, such a sour taste in your mouth, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
absolutely. I 100% agree with that. But we're
Yeah.
gonna keep up with the Kawhi chase and the Kawhi frenzy. Hopefully he does re-sign with Toronto Raptors and keep Drake in Toronto. Happy as hell.
Mhm.
Shout out to OVO. Drake, what's up? I'm just joking. I really don't know Drake. Um,
What if by some miracle he heard this podcast and then, like, retweeted and was just like, "What's up?"
well, if we get our first listener from Canada, then I'm just gonna automatically assume that it was Drake.
Yeah, let's just assume that. We've got some random listeners from some countries that is pretty cool, but
Would you like
if
to share some of the countries that we've been getting listens from?
we got our first listener from India
Mhm.
on our latest podcast episode. We've got someone from Spain who's been listening to us for, like, the past, like, 6, 7, 8 episodes. I have no
Absolutely.
idea who it is, but that's pretty cool. Whoever you are, we thank you
Absolutely.
for
Thank you.
listening to us. We
Absolutely.
got someone that was like listening to us from Ireland or Scotland, somewhere in the
Scotland.
UK, somewhere
Yeah.
from the UK. That's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And then obviously we got the people over in Dubai, and
In
we
the
got
Middle
Greg
East.
listening to us.
What
Yeah.
up, Greg? Hope you have a great 4th, man.
Yeah.
Greg has made 2 podcasts in 2 weeks.
Mentions, yes.
Lucky lucky son of a gun. Um,
Well, that's what happens when we know who you are and you listen to us. You get
absolutely.
mentioned on the podcast.
You do get mentioned on the podcast. People love that, man. They really love that. And, shout out to everybody who reposted our last episode about
Mhm,
mental health. And again, our condolences to Dallas Hunter and his family and everybody who was friends with him. We definitely want to, let everybody know that we're still remembering him and he's still in our
mhm,
thoughts and in our prayers. And um, mental health is serious, guys. And please, if there's anybody out there that you know that you can reach out to, that that may be having a hard time, reach out to him, talk to him, because
mhm.
your phone call, your conversation, your email, your text may be the difference, between that and something destructive. So
Yeah,
definitely want to keep that in mind. And Keenan, big uh news this week in the MLB as
yeah,
is a left-handed pitcher Tyler Skaggs for
for the
the
Anaheim
Los
Angels
yeah, for the Los Angeles
or Los
Angels of
Angeles.
Anaheim here
Yeah.
died at 27 here in South Lake, Texas. We don't know why. We don't have any sort of news, but what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, obviously, it's just sad to hear, especially kinda I don't know, it's kinda weird because you hit that news kinda came so shortly after the heels of our latest episode, so it kinda felt weird, that someone, died of an unknown matter right now. It's still unclear as to the cause of his death. He was just found in his hotel room. That's the only news that, at least that I've heard so far. Um, so doesn't seem like there's any foul play or anything that's coming to question right now. So it's just unfortunate that someone that young, uh, you know, has passed, and yeah, it's just really sad to hear.
Yeah, and a native of Los Angeles, California, a native of the LA area, as he was born in Woodland Hills, California,
Oh
and
wow,
he
that's not
lives
far away at all.
exactly. Skaggs, his mom, was a softball coach at Santa Monica High School. He just recently got married, not too long ago. Um, and is a resident of Santa Monica right now. But
Mhm.
basically, he was found unresponsive in his hotel room, and like I
Wow.
said, this was before the Rangers game, a day ago, and he was scheduled to pitch in the season finale on the 4th of July down here in Arlington. But like I said, we haven't found any results of why he died. But we definitely will be honoring Skaggs this 4th of July, as no one deserves to die. You know what I mean? And this one's a tough one for a lot of for the whole MLB, as pretty much every game is recognizing Tyler Skaggs
Mhm.
this week. And we're definitely going to be recognizing Tyler Skaggs as well, as we give our condolences yet
Yeah.
again to his family, and to the Los Angeles Angels, Anaheim,
Mhm.
their team, and just the whole MLB period. So
Yeah.
uh, Tyler Skaggs, 27.
Yep. Rest in
It's
peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. It's crazy.
Mhm.
But we've got some big things to talk about here in the next episode, man. We've got a couple guests that we need to get on. There's some people out there that need to be talked to. King Size Gabe, we still see you lift the heavy weights, bro.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Man, that's
Can't get
motivational.
can't get swole if you ain't lifting every day.
No, you really can't. And
Mm-mm.
somebody out there still said that you were big, Keenan. You're getting big, bro.
I mean, I am, but just not like that. I just there's no way I can get that big. Like that's
No, it's not the fact of no way you can't get that big. Yes, you
true,
could get that
true,
big.
true. I could, but I'd have to like really amp up my workouts and just like get it. You know what I
I
mean?
just
Like
think that
get
your
it.
desire to is probably not, like,
No.
I don't think you have the desire, which is okay. I think you have the
Yeah.
desire to stay in shape and look great, which is fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I just
that
don't have. Yeah. I just don't have the desire. I just have the desire to just like be able to like crush softballs and like run around bases and throw
Yeah,
people out and stuff.
he's on a different level, but
Yeah.
motivational still in
Yeah.
whatever, that's still just motivational to watch, man. I got my
Oh
ass
hell
up this
yeah.
morning. I got in the gym, so
I was
uh,
mad because I didn't wake up this morning and get into the gym. I'm gonna
every
have to go
time
tomorrow morning.
every time you don't get up in the gym, just know that king size Gabe is getting a little bit bigger, bro.
Yep, and I'm getting a little bit smaller.
Every morning you
Every
don't go
day,
to the gym.
every yep, I'm getting smaller and smaller than king size Gabe's just getting that much bigger than me, bro. That's what that means. That's what that means.
Oh man, be on the lookout, man, on our Instagram stories of our 4th of July tournament here that we're having with the foods. What is your favorite
Also,
4th of July food, man?
yeah, yeah, you guys are gonna have to let us know. Like I said, for some reason, I don't know. All I can think about right now is corn and brisket,
Oh my
but
god.
I just think of maize. That's all. Let's just got maize on the mind. That's
Oh man. Well, we're definitely gonna put corn on there. Well, corn is the eighth seed.
yeah. It makes it because it's the host of the
Yeah.
tournament. Automatic bid.
So corn is the eighth slot. It's gonna be going up against hamburgers. So we're wish.
No, you can't pit it up against hamburgers
All
already,
right.
man.
We'll have an official drawing. How about that? We'll have an official drawing of 8
All
foods
right. All
after,
right.
off the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll have it picked out, and we'll freaking see who goes up against who, man.
All right. Cool. I'm with it.
Well, I hope that you have a safe 4th of July, man.
Thanks, man.
As of
I hope
right
you do
now,
too.
guys, Argentina is losing to Brazil 1-0 in the Copa America, and it is getting chippy. They are out there really bumping up against each other and getting real physical tonight. So, if you have any money on this game, I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Um,
So good
and
luck, Patrick.
who said that I had money on this game? That's a lie.
Yeah, right. Right. Right.
Ah,
I know
well,
you put some cash on this game.
man, there's a couple chips on here, man. Nothing serious, man. Nothing serious. Just something to tickle my fancy while I'm watching the game here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I hope that you do have a great 4th of July, man. Safe 4th of July. I
Thank-
hope that you do something real fun, man. And we'll definitely get together and get ready for this next episode and gear that up, man, as we
All right.
see a lot of activities unfolding. But this has
Yes,
been
sir.
another episode of the Sports Drink Club. This is number 20.
Episode 20.
Heck yeah,
20,
man.
everybody.
Episode 20, man. We're definitely getting closer to the football season. We're definitely getting closer to the college football season. I'm sure that we're going to have Andrew McClary on again. But
Yep.
until next time, buddy.
All righty. I'll catch you later. Yeah, drinks up, man.
We'll see you.
Yep.